Oh my god. This is madness. I already messed up. I am kind of lost. Folks, this is heavy. This is heavy. There's a lot here that I just don't even know. All right, let's reload UI again. Now that I have the add-on I need, library I need. So if you use FCO, you're gonna want this new add-on library called libshifterbox. It's in Minion. I already put points in the wrong things because I'm a moron. I need to find my what I used before. I think Dots Gaming Templar DPS is what I used. Stamina. There we go. So I can put my stuff back into those points because I like dots. I'm not a big fan of the others. The problem is that everything is so different. I don't go... Oh, I didn't start it yet. I'm sorry. Hold on. I didn't even load it yet. Thank you for reminding me. I'm so... Blah! I'm everywhere. Ah! This whole thing. Oh my god, it's too much. Load your boat faster down the stream. Sorry, it's still taking its sweet time. That was my question, or if they had to... Oh my god, take more time, why don't you? Good morning. Hold on a second. I'm trying to load up Potato so that you guys can enter. It's taken its sweet time this morning. I am so lost. All I can tell you is that right now, no thank you breaks the game. I want some. I want them all in my face. All right. Giveaway. Reset. Yes. Open giveaway. There we go. Now it's open. You should be able to enter now. Make sure you hit up Minion to get all of the updates to your add-ons, such that they are. They made... I'm not going to go into all the new, like... Hold on a second. I need FCO on. There we go. It is on. Why does it have a lock on it? I'm not going to go through all the new stuff. I don't think that that's fair to anyone who hasn't perhaps gotten in yet. And plus, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Why would I tell you what to do? So I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. Secondly, I already screwed up. I put stuff into research and research time, and I don't know why I did that. I need to just reset, and I don't even know how. I think I have to go to a thinger, to go to a shrine and restart over again, but I figured I'd do my writs first. It just wasn't... I was like, oh, I have to put all of my points into crafting so I could just do my writs. And then I was like, oh, whoops. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Brilliant. I will say this, though. I love the mail. Look at the mail. They got system mail for the stuff you get back, and then they have email mail, player mail, so that you have your private stuff. You don't just go automatically clicking through and then accidentally delete a mail from somebody, which is like my favorite hobby, is deleting people's mail by accident. It's a hobby. So at least Lazy Ritz updates are working. That's working, yay. If you get the new library for FCO, that's working. Looks like J-Heart's doing a whole, like, exploring all new furnishings and stuff. I don't have that in me yet. I'm lost. I'm trying to figure everything out. I should have prepared better. Here I am, we're warning you guys that you need to prepare, and then I didn't prepare better. I think what I did wrong is, while I have all my champion stuff recorded, I don't have all of my skill points recorded, and that would have probably made sense. I do think it might be saved in Karos, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go figure it out. Let me just turn all this in, and then we'll figure it out. If you're dumb and you know it, you're a stabs. If you're dumb and you know it, you're a stabs. If you're dumb and you know it and you really don't want to show it. If you're dumb and you know it, you're a stabs. Alright, let's reload UI. I prepared a little bit. I took screenshots of my CP. I did not take screenshots of my skill points, which would have been smart, because for some reason I thought from reading that they were going to refund just our CP. I didn't realize they were going to redo our skills. I thought that was optional. So I was wrong. I was wrong. And now I'm like, ah! Help! Help! Potatoes open, by the way. So, Evil, I was indexing my stream yesterday, which I do every day so that I can, you know, put up the index where you can find what your house is, like where I looked at your house. And I was up to your house, and my husband turns around while I'm doing it, and he's like, what am I hearing? Are you acting? And I was like, kind of. I'm reading books and games. He's like, is this like official lore? Like, no, this is something that a player wrote, and it's really funny. And he started listening in, and he found it hilarious, and he doesn't even know the game all that well, but he found it humorous, even not knowing it. Oh my god, take longer, why don't you? There we go. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I don't know how, but we'll see if we can figure it out. Yeah. Alright. How do we do this? Controls. Karos. How do I open Karos? And do what I need to do. I think it's probably just /Karos. Aw, thanks. I tried. Ah, F11. Okay. Profile 1 should be what I was. Come on. Oh, look at that! It saved it. Oh, sweet. Look at that. It did it. Woo! Nice! Congratulations. Now I gotta go to Deshaun and, You see, this is the only character I cared about. Oh, I'm so glad I told you guys to get that add-on. Because I got it! Woo! I look like I sniff coke before streaming? I do? No? I've never sniffed coke in my life. I am short, though. I'll change my filter. I think somebody being mean. Let's see. Here, I'll make a goofy face. I don't have any ready, so there you go. I've been just so busy with cooking, real life, work. Yesterday I was doing a whole lot of real work. I'm working on Wyoming. for work. And I gotta tell you, oh, thank you. I'm so completely lost. I am truly lost right now. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So stupid lost. Because it's all this, I messed up. I already messed up. I put my points in the wrong thing. So now I have to go back and fix it. I like the new opening screens. I probably should have read ahead of time about what I should have done. I have the dumb. But there's other streamers out there and they're all like telling people what to do. And like I'm all, I don't know what to do. Well, apparently I'm not the only one who effed up. Alright. Group, revisit your choices regarding attributes. No, I don't need to do those. Stoon lets you do skills. Alright. Yeah, but still. Alright, crafting. I messed up with crafting. I should not have done the studying research time. Yeah, that was dumb. I do not need research time when I'm fully done. This is the newest. Is this even a DLC at this point? Yeah, it's still a DLC. Flames of Ambition, I believe, is what it's called. Flames of Ambition. I have not yet. Wait, do I have to do each one? No. Luckily, I don't. Hireling's good. Jewelry. I was kind of like, maybe I shouldn't even do jewelry. Because it's like, so stupid. You know what? I'm just going to go back to Engraver on this. Why not, right? It's useless. The writs are useless. There. Oh no! Oh! Ah! Sorry about that. That's, it read you as sharing a... Oh, I hope you're still here. Goodness. It purged you for sharing a link, but you didn't share a link. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can undo that. I hope you're still here. And not banned. I think I might have banned him by accident. God, I'm so pathetic today. So sorry. I don't think they're going to come back. Oh, good. It didn't get rid of you. Thank goodness. Oh, good. Sorry about that. It saw you share a link. I'm so sorry. And I saw what you typed. You just had a period in a weird place. And it got, like, it went bonkers. It really did. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it's fixed. Let me put a less insane stinger on my face so that I'm a little less weird looking, like Sally Jesse Raphael. Here we go. The flower's a little better. All right. Oh, so sorry. Okay, woodworking. I don't need carpentry. No, I know you didn't. It went bonkers. You did fine. Thank you so much for the follow. Free custom changes. Woo! All right. Can you believe I already messed it up? I can. Look at the mail. Look at how awesome this is. You can separate out your player mail and your system mail so you don't automatically delete stuff by accident like I always do. That is, like, magnificent. Oh, I know. Azalea, I forgot to leave mine open overnight, so I'm in the same place. What is announcements? Oh, that's smart. So now people know where to check. That's really smart. All right, F11, let's do this again. Let's see if Stabby can get this right. So, Caro's skill point saver, moi, thank you. I'm going to add points to it. Exactly like it's saved. What is it not doing? I wish I liked my character and confused. I just did that! Exactly. That's exactly what I just did, like a moron. Why is this? How do I? Yes. Confirm. No. Woo! It did it! I think. Let's check. Let's check. Stabby, you a dummy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Did it work? Oh, that should not have been a one. I think it worked. It worked! It put all my skill points back. Woo! Hi, Stormraven. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. At least that's fixed. I just need to remove one thing. If they let me. I don't really need to, but all right. I need to go to crafting, and then for woodworking, I don't know why I put any in there. I shouldn't have. Oh, it went back up on jewelry. Whatever, I'll leave it alone. Oh. I just wasted so much time doing exactly. Ah! Sorry, I'm having brain stupidity. Confirm. All right, let's confirm that. At least it's free, like you all said. Also, don't we have a free pet for going through this madness? I could have sworn we had a free pet coming that they were going to give us. They said that we were going to get a free pet. What's it under? Do we not have it yet? Ooh, don't forget to get your statuette if you have ESO Plus. The fawn. Looks like they're selling the fawn. I could be wrong. Yeah, see? 1,000 crowns. Maybe they messed up? Am I not seeing it? Oh, here he is. Wrong fawn. Yay! I'm a dummy. Okay, so that just leaves me not knowing what to do about champion points. But that I was going to look at inklings for. Thank you guys for helping. I'm a little bit clueless this morning. Oh my God, I was just overwhelmed. But thank you to everyone who suggested that skill point saver. Holy crow, am I appreciative of that. That makes a difference. All right, what was I doing? Brainless today, I swear to God. We should be able to finish up one more poll today. Should be over. Also, I was just made the, one of the moderators on a GM and content creator only Discord server called Tamriel United. If you are a GM, if you are a content creator, and you want to join it, it is run by Miliana of TCE, who is phenomenal. I believe it's taking the place of the prior GM server that was a little bit bogged down by drama. I think people just were over the drama and wanted to have it like a nicer place. So if that's your thing, if you're a GM, you may want to go to that one if that's your thing. I'm not sure I'm going to delete anything from here. I may deal with all of this later because there's just so much to think about and figure out. And I just don't know. All right. It was a drama llama. Azalea, are you on the new one yet? Thank you so much for the follow, Harper's. So lost. I'm thinking, okay, so I posted a link to everybody saying that Inklings had a really good link. Because that was, who told me about that? Was it you, Azalea? It was either you or Ollie told me about it. Let me get you the link. Here it is. So Inklings did a whole new suggestion guide thinger. So here it is. Ollie. Thank you. Ma! Mute. Mute! Mute site. Close. All right. If you use my builds, no matter what your CP level, I'll have all my builds mapped out in a way to show the progress of your placement by. All right, so where are his guides? This is him just talking about it. I guess we got to find it on the website. I'll go track it down and share it with all of us because I'm a little confused. But what does it? Here's his little blurb about it. Let me go find his website. Inklings is super nice, by the way. Super, super nice. Just a really awesome human. Okay. Let me find Inklings builds. There we go. Inklings ESO builds. Is that on? Looks like it's being held on Benevolent Bode, who is a friend. Benevolent Bode also is the guy who keeps track of all of the luxury furnishings we get. Here's Benevolent Bode's site. Builds. I'm still trying to find the Inklings builds. He does refer to Inklings. Oh my lord. Inklings, you should have made it easier to find. Inklings ESO CP builds? Inklings, I need your builds. Content creator. See, this is what I'm talking about content creators. If you are a content creator, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, you're going to want to get in on this Discord because it's a good way to find out about what's going on. But it's also a good way to deal with, to make friends, find out about new people that you may not know, that kind of thing. I think it would be helpful to us all. All right, I'm giving up. I don't know what build person to use. Inklings. Let me find Inklings page. I'll post on, I think he's in part of Spicy. Yeah, and just do an, hi MJ, do an exclamation point potato to join the 50,000 gold giveaway for PCNA and PCEU every single day. Zyno did? Okay, cool. That's helpful. Is Zyno just PvP though? Probably. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm asking people if anyone knows Inkling's page. The thing I posted was just something wrong. Bah! Okay, well, I'm giving up on shopping for the moment. He does PvP too. PvE too, rather. Alright. So, we got some houses to still look at. Let me pull them up. We did not do Lakey's Antiquarian. Let's do that while we're looking at stuff. This is one more poll. And then we're going to be done. Probably today. And we'll go back to normal housing viewing, thankfully. All right, let me see if I can find Zynodes. The Zynodes guide. Zynode build ESO. Now, I used to do Outcast, but his stuff is a little bit beyond me. He's a little glass cannon-y for me. I need somebody who can health. Yeah, me too. So, it looks like Zynode has Simplar, which is Stam Templar PvE build. High DPS, solid sustain, easy to farm, easy to use rotation. Where's the CP builds? Is that part of the Simplar? So his builds have the CP in there as well? Wait, what? Oh, sorry, yeah. Ooh, you're not kidding. I was so busy, like, looking up builds that I didn't even look at my screen. Sorry. Azalea, thank you for bringing me back to reality. This is stunning. Why not? It's nice of them to give us 2 weeks, but right now I have nothing. That's lovely. So what they did is they took granite, I think these are granite, and then threw them in front to cover up what was already here, and then put all of the blue and undaunted ivy over it, which is really cool. And in fact, I think this house says it's undaunted. Hold on, let me get the let me get the information. I'm so distracted, but discombobulated. All right, an undaunted bar for the boys is the name of it. Good morning. I am lost. This is our first house, Jemima. You haven't missed anything. I've been trying to put it off till about this time, but I'm still lost, and I'm looking for guides and help and all that. The add-on happily restored all of my skill points, so that's great. But this is beautiful. So Carol's skill saver did save my skills. Yay! The only thing that I don't have saved is I have pictures of my CP as what it looked like before. Now that's weird. What kind of animal do you think that is? Or did somebody just stack it up? Oh, I like that with the face on the barrel. Well, I have no problem with death in here. 471 out of 600. Speaking of death, I never finished what I was saying. So for work, I've been working on Wyoming. Now, the 2 states I had before this were depression. So depressing. Mississippi and Louisiana. You want to talk depressing? Look at that cobble. That is a really cool shelf cobble out of tables. And depressing as heck. But happily, Wyoming is fascinating. Now, don't get me wrong. There's depressing stuff in it. For example, Donner Party. Um, the Tale from the Revenant. If you guys saw that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he look at the little turkey, where he ran into things with the bear and was left for dead, and all of that. That was hi Cyber Queen. Oh, that's interesting. That is one of the things that happened in Wyoming, or at least started in Wyoming. That's where they picked up the 100 men who went on that expedition. So I got to write about those two things, which is wild. And it just seems like every subject that I'm looking into is actually really interesting. I'm having a lot of, like, I'm going down rabbit holes. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. Ah. Thank you. I'll check. He did say he'd update for CP for this expansion DLC thinger. All right. It is cool. It's beautiful. I think this person put the majority of their items on the outside, which I cannot disagree. Wow, that's wild. Which I do not disagree with. The outside in this house is stunning. Uh-oh. Looks like Clavicus Vile's on fire. Actually, I'm really glad that they put Clavicus Vile in here because I was thinking about getting that statue, but I was afraid it was the teeny weensy one. I don't want the teeny weeny one. A full-size statue like this is fine. So that means that's, if it's still available, I'm going to get it right now. Crown crates. Did they get rid of the crown crates? Am I screwed? No, they're still here. Thank you so much for the follow. Wolved out Twitch. I need the statue. I need the Clavicus Vile statue because I thought it was the tiny one, and I didn't want the tiny one. Here he is. Purchase. For me. Cool. That's all I wanted. So I'm glad I got to see it in person, got to see the size. The red light behind it is cool. That's the fire. It's a nice way of really making it stand out. Nice. I need like an evil Daedra garden somewhere. Alright. I'm so lost. They have this beautiful garden, but then they have Clavicus Vile in it. Which amuses me. Alright. You know, did they reset our Munduses too? I don't see my my Mundus. Uh-oh. I don't have a Mundus. Do you guys have Munduses? I forget what these are. I don't have a Mundus. I just took a rando. No. Well, that's a good thing to know. Great. So the Mundus was reset too. All right. I never would have thought to check that if I hadn't walked past it. Thank you for helping me out with that. I don't know what my brain damage is, but clearly I have some. So I'm asking people for their guides. Zynode has the Simplar, but I don't see... Oh, here's this champion points. I don't know what to do. We'll have to figure it out. I'll wait for somebody who likes housing to tell me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post in one of the housing forums. I'm going to say, if anyone has a suggestion for CP points for housing people, please let me know, and I'll suggest it. Obviously, including the chance at more recipe drops. There we go. Okay. So I let that be known, and hopefully we'll get some sort of response. Cold Harbor. Cloven hoof. I don't think I've seen cloven hoofs. Anything. Wait, it helps if I spell it right. Cloven hoof. That's great. Oh, we're almost done with this. We might get through all of it today. It's taken me a week, but better than doing it all in one day, right? That's insanity. He has my my respect, but no way. I'm jealous. I should have left mine open overnight. I totally forgot, and I usually tell you people to do that too. In honor of Mid-Year Mayhem, Clovenhoof recreated a map of Cyrodiil. Oh wow, look at how big it is. That's what she said. Sorry. I'm very mature. So this is Cyrodiil. Oh! Cool! I get it now. It's like a mini itty-bitty map. Oh wow, that costs a lot, that river going through. This person has a really good sense of, and this must be the city, Imperial City. Or Imperial Citadel, whatever the hell it's called. And that's the white gold tower. And this is where Volendrung drops because I'm jealous. No sewers here, unless they added. Man, they put a lot of waterfalls in this. Yeah, seriously. I wonder what these are. I wish I knew. Okay, here are forts. This is cool. More forts. These have surrounding thingers. The walls. Yeah, seriously. Oh, here we go. The map. They've got the different factions with the flags. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and they're closed off. I got it. And they have the bulldogs walking around each one. This is neat. And here's all the dead people who were trying to get the Elder Scroll. Itchy nose. Let's go up. See what it looks like up above. Lava. There's a lava section. Somebody went to a lot of trouble to make this accurate. I wonder how long they spent like just studying the map, trying to get it just right. That is wild. I bet you Zos would love this. They would eat this stuff up. This is cool. Look at those bridges. Everything. It's so cool. What a great job you did. It's a great idea, yeah. I mean, I've seen people do mini imperial cities, but I've never seen anybody try to do the entirety of Cyrodiil. That's just ambitious as hell. In a good way. Up here, we're up by the mountains of Cyrodiil, and as you can see, they have the snow. They have the lava over there in that part of the map. Yeah, it is. It's cool. Very nicely done. Pocket mammoth. Neat. Very, very neat. I am in the newest. I'm in the Flames of Ambition. We're trying to, yeah, somebody has spent a long time in I'm trying to find a good guide for the new CP, but I don't know who has a good one up for a DPS Templar stamina CP point Flames of Ambition. Let's see if I find something like that. Okay, Alcast does have one up, and that is his initial posts. Templar builds. I'll share you the Alcast site, so you guys, if you want to go with Alcast, who is the meta of the meta, here you go. Yes, that's what dropped today. That is, we all got our CP and our CP, our skill points, and our Mundus are all refunded. So you have to redo all of it. But there's free refunds for the next 2 weeks. That's why I had that big exclamation point going, oh, I'm so lost. Yeah, that's why, because I'm so lost. So, no, I don't want meta builds either, Faye. I just don't know where to start, though. And it's always a good idea to start with the rules and then you break them, right? I mean, it's a good way. Well, yeah, I know. It's just why I didn't want to go Outcast. I wanted to go with Dots or Inklings, but I can't find their guides. Inkling said he was going to put out a guide, but I can't find it. Maybe he didn't put it out yet. Dots, I don't know that he does builds anymore. So if anyone has anybody else that they would suggest, I am open for suggestions. And then we'll share all that information. I have no problem with that. Okay. I play every single day. I'm a nerd. That's true. I could. Is he playing right now? Is it Inklings? Is Inklings on right now? I know J-Heart is. J-Heart's showing people furnishers, though. He's way more hardcore housing than me, apparently. Because I'm not even doing that. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. No, he's not on. Just J-Heart doing furnishings. Good for him, showing people the new stuff. But thank you for the follow so much. Very appreciated. Alright, so... Dear God, I'm flaky right now. Yeah, I play every single day, and I stream every single day, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, for at least an hour to 2 hours. I try to be like clockwork. I try to be here every single day. Try to do my thing, and have my regulars that I love. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, Lucky Ghost. I met them recently. They're a really nice streamer. A little on the shy side, which I guess is kind of endearing. I did. Don't forget to claim your free pet, but also don't forget to claim your free statue. If you're ESO Plus, you have a statue. You have a new statue. It's... Which one is it? It's Scion of Ball. There you go. He's the vampy dude. Nah, he's kind of ugly. Doesn't do it for me. But it's free. Go grab it. Sometimes, kind of rarely. I used to do a lore stream at night, where I dressed up and wore a wig, and I would do readings, but they were... The lore is interesting if you summarize it, but if you're reading it like straight up, it can get really dull. So I want to find a different way of presenting it so that I'm a little better at it. It's true. All right, Soulless No, we did that one. Jazeera we did, Spellslinger we did, Purdue we did, Nutcracks. I did not see Wreckful Abandons Grand Sijek. Let's give it a shot. I try to do nighttime, but you know what's funny is that there's a lot more competition for streamers at night. I find that it's harder to get as many people watching as I do during the day. Especially when I'm on a schedule. People know I'll be here. They know that I'll start at this time and that they can watch me at this time. Whereas at night, you have all these people who just get home from work and they start streaming, and so you're competing with, you know, a lot of Americans streaming. Luckily, I work from home, so I have the benefit of being able to stream during the day and have less competition usually. But then, you know, not always. So we have Wreckful Abandons Grand Sijek Villa. Let me see what it says. Inside is finished, and there are some outside fixtures as well. Oh, I see them. But we'll mostly spend the time inside while we're running around and talking about stuff. We need to figure out what's going on with builds. My lord. There's so many things that are different. I had to turn off chat because I was getting overwhelmed. People all saying like, what are the little circles on the CP thing now? And I went and looked and I got overwhelmed. See? Look, there's circles. What the hell are these circles? Like, does anyone explain this anywhere? I'm scared. I don't know what this means. Why don't they tell us anything? And where would you even find this? Does anyone know? Slotting things for different abilities. How do you slot things? Oh my lord, that sounds complicated. So you can put points and stuff, but not slot it? Why would you do that? And then you could switch them? Some stars are slottable. I see. Let's see. All right. Add to the champion bar to activate. I might have to go back and watch it. I watched it, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. Like I kind of just tuned in during the housing one. You know? I was like all excited about hearing about romance and shit like that I didn't really pay attention to any of those. I figured it would just be like normal, right? But with a few more things. I didn't realize it was going to be like a completely different system with enormously different stuff. Housing is all that matters, but I need to have some skills so that I can get the housing stuff. Right? Total overwhelm is what you mean. All right, so here's the interior. 698 out of 700. They did go fully I'm sorry, my MM is just starting to calculate after being on for like a half an hour. It did. It was like, brain was like, nope, too much. Stabby can't handle. I got a nice little pretty interior garden with mists of the hagfin, and it seems like this strikes me as it would be very humid in this room. Oh my lord. Noms. Added architecture. I noticed that they added additional floor up there, but they're also adding walls, which breaks up this room a lot more. Great for a kitchen. The more you break up a house, the more it gives it like different purposes for each section. I'm a big fan of not having an open house plan because confusing. Oh yeah, totally noped. We have a bar. Inklings did go over it. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to go back and watch an Inklings video. Delisha, do you know which video it was? Could you, if you could you link it? I'm trying to find Inklings builds, and I can't find his, oh, a crafting section. I can't find his stuff. Like, I found his Twitch page, but I don't know where he has his build page. And some people were saying that they want to go with his stuff, and I wouldn't mind looking at it, and because he's a smart man. And all I could find was his Twitch page, because apparently I have the dumb. At least today, anyway, I have the dumb. It's always a balance, though, right? You don't want to go too many walls, and then you feel cramped. But I do like... Oh, you know, let me switch. Let me switch filters. I'll be devil. I'm a devil. I'm an evil devil. Then we have offices and a little guard out here protecting the bedroom with all the treasures. This could be an Elfique's home. Lots of magic-y stuff. But yeah, I tend to not really think about doing... Oh, you might need like a chandelier right here. It's a little dark. Okay, that's what I thought, because I was looking for them. I found his announcement, but I did not find the builds, and so I was a little lost. Thank you, Delisha. I could not figure that out. I thought maybe I was being brain dead. That explains a lot. So here's our throne. And then... we can go to the outside of our homes. I don't know that we can decorate the outside unless you're talking about out of bounds building from the interior, which you can do. Let me see. I'll see if I can show you. Here. See, this is neat though. Travel inside house, travel outside house. We want to go inside of the house though, because we can't do the outside. I'm so lost. At least I'm not the only one saying it. Right. I'm hearing a lot of people saying they're overwhelmed. All right, so here's your house. I don't think you can decorate your exterior outside the walls. But what you can do is you can take things and put them outside the walls like this. See. So you can put things outside the walls and decorate the outside in that way, if that helps. So that's the best I can explain it for the time being. Storm Dancing, Whole Lunar Champion. Yeah. I think Dots, I don't know that Dots does it anymore. When I used to follow Dots, and it seems like he's just playing other games now, that he's over it. Yeah. You know, like, I don't know that he really does it anymore. Anytime. That's why I'm here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think he does it anymore. Let me read this. The curtain hasn't closed on this old girl yet. A relic of the golden age of cinema, the Monroe, or Marilyn as the locals call her, oozes he did? To WoW? Or ESO? Oozes decadence and the Hollywood charm from every Coca-Cola soaked carpet and popcorn crumb seat. What's showing? Why don't you come on down and find out? I don't think I've seen this yet. Oh, wow. Look at that. Fancy. I love that people are using those lights as marquee lights now. How lovely. Very well lit. She looks so proud. She's like, this is my theater. Oh, wow, look at that. They put that in there like a poster. Those are the Redguard tube lights. Let me get a picture. I think they're the canister ones. Hold, please. Yeah, canister. Redguard lights canister. Which I believe are craftable? Let me double check. But that's that. Editor, housing editor purchase tab, or Hubalajad's treasure bundle. So not craftable, crown only. So somebody spent a lot of money on those. They're pretty big. Oh, that's a bad picture of it, because it's not that big. It's not as big as a person. It's actually quite small, comparatively. I don't know why they use that picture. That's a bad picture of it. Usually they're better about showing people sizes. All right. You can kind of see what size they are from here. They're just normal lantern height. All right. In we go. Look at all the nice wood. More posters by putting them in a display case. Those are the wedding lanterns. Very fancy. Oh, that looks fabulous. What a great way of doing a poster in that one. That's just a painting. Look at that. Okay, so I think I know what they did. They used, those are those tonal arcs from the inside of them. And then those are all wedding lanterns. That's cool. This is Hall of the Lunar Champion, if you can believe it. Oh my goodness, look at that window. That's popcorn. That's all popcorn. Oh, I put back my skill points into Ritz before I did anything else. Look at the hamburgers and the drinks. Oh my god. coffee maker, I guess? Or the butter squirt. What are these? Straws. That might be pizza over there. Oh my god, this is so cool. And then here's a pie seller. Oh, trash can! Even the trash can is fabulous. Oh my god. I love it. I absolutely love it. Is this the bathroom? Yep. Yeah, same here. I gave up. Here's the, I always suggest using this for liquid soap. This is a paper towel thinger. That's neat. I don't know that I've seen one used like that. And here's another trash can. Alright, this is lame for me to say, but I'm in love with their trash cans. Their trash cans are adorable. Oop, there's the toilet. The turlet. Someone has incense going to make it smell less bad in here. The carpets are perfectly chosen for this kind of posh establishment. Here's the theater. Rathana de Renata is perfect for movie theater type stuff, but they've also incorporated a telescope in there to make it look like the camera. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this madness. That's wild. Look at the lighting. They did a fabulous one. This is so cool. This is what a diorama. So I'm thinking they're using you know those blue antiquities? Those blue light ones? I think that that's what they're using to simulate water. And then the sky and the background is all probably Daedric rock. It's the best you can get to be as close to black as possible. Obviously, these are lanterns from Hakoshe, and then lots of just floaty ones. And then off in the distance, we have a castle with the music box. The music box kind of gives you an idea of just how far away this is, because you can kind of gauge by the music box, you know how big that is, comparing it to the rest of the towers and whatnot. It's beautiful. This is a monstrously beautiful build. I love the stars around that. Look at the footlights going up. Actually, these are the footlights. Those are just guide lights. Usher lights or whatnot. Unbelievable. That is a stunner. Where do people get these ideas? It could be. I like that they gave her a lamp. I know what they did. To simulate the seams of a screen. This is Hall Lunar Champion Storm Dancing on NA. They used the backs of those achievement guys. This is these are those. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. You can kind of see the achievement. They're see-through from the back. Trying to get a good decent view on it for you. But you can kind of, those tiles, there's the not alchemy, astrology tiles, the celestial tiles, that's it. They use the backs of them. You can see through them because they never finished the bottoms. So to create this seam to make it look like you're looking at an actual screen and not just people standing there as a live theater, they put that in. That is really neat. Really, really cool. Super impressed by that. But there you go. I mean, that's 579 items. Are you shocked? I'm not. Because, I mean, this makes perfect sense to me that it would take that many items to create something so majestic as this. Beautiful. Beautifully done. I'm super impressed. The name Stom 8's Hunter's Glade. We're doing ones we haven't done before, and then we can always go back at other times to see the ones that we have seen before, but a few months ago. But I want to finish the ones that I have not seen. So let's go to this Hunter's Glade. It says, "Help! Aliens have landed. They've demolished my beautiful house and kidnapped my house guests. They've also taken some of my loyal pet companions and dummy friends. Come see for yourself and help me save them before it's too late." Okay. Nom. Can't believe it's Monday already. This weekend just flew by. Yep, aliens. All of them are aliens. So my suggestion for anybody who's not using this spot, put like a rock across it, like a big old rock, so that no one thinks that they need to go down there and check. That would be really helpful for not just streamers, but just any visitors to know that they don't need to go down there. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is amazing. 650 items. Look at that. Wow. That is cool. I noticed you weren't here, but that's okay. I mean, you don't have to be here. I miss you, but you don't have to be here. Yeah, this is really neat. I love it. Crafting, lots of collected items. They're collecting things. They just sucked numisma up. This is a nice combination of antiquities and lighting so that it looks like it's like some sort of magic portal that they're porting people up in. And then they've got... I'm glad, because, you know, your life lately, there's been a whole lot of horrible things happening to you. Just an unreasonable amount. Another one that they've hidden away, and these are all the heads that they've, you know how they have in alien movies with the heads that are always in bottles, or Invasion of the Body Snatchers, you have the dog with the head on it, that kind of thing. They're cutting up pieces of the dead body. A zombie over here is perhaps one of the aliens. Chopping people up, robots. Danger, Will Robinson. Do we go up here? Is this up? Oh, they have a second floor. That is cleverly done. I wasn't even sure. I thought that was like the side of it. That's cool. Here we have nodes, which look very alien. Crystals. Weirdly colored animals. Weird lights. This guy looks like he's an astronaut like this. That is cool. Lots and lots of globes. This is how they steer, apparently. This is the captain's chair, so they steer with all this machinery. See, that's how that's supposed to work, guys. And it did work. It's the people who come on and spam that I can get famous. Yeah, right. And then they made a little button thing with a joystick. Because they've got potatoes. I feel very important here. I think those are potatoes and not pearls. A radish, an apple, and a key all stuck in there. Very cool. There's that weird music box. perfect song for this if they turn that on. More heads in jars, because that's what aliens do, right? Just ask Futurama. Crystal Gardens. But this explains a lot. Apparently, Vivek is an alien. This explains much. It's beautiful. I like that they did, like, science-y, but also beautiful. And look at the colors. They went purple, blue, green, yellow, red. They actually followed the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Sorry, this is orange. That's pretty classy, awesome. They actually followed the colors of the rainbow. Do you know, my husband told me this, and it's kind of cool. My husband was telling me, he's reading this book about colors, that the only reason why we have the colors in the rainbow the way that we do, are Roy G. Biv, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, violet, is because Isaac Newton believed that both music and colors should have 7, like almost like a magic number, should have 7 delineations within it. So that's why you have 7 colors, and that's also why you have 7 notes, you know, that kind of thing. Because really, there's infinite numbers of colors in between each of these, but he decided on 7, so it's kind of like just an arbitrary thing that he decided to do. This is just amazing, Stom. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And just wild. I love it. And I love that it's sucking people up right now. All right, I need a quick bathroom break. I will just be right back. Yeah. It's... Yeah. Hallelujah Champion. Storm Dancing PCNA. Here's the name. There you go. Beautiful, just beautiful. Excellent use of everything we're given. You know, Nimbai, not given, we have to buy them, but you get the idea. Guests, pets, cool lights. It's amazing. Beautifully. Really cool. All right. Moon sugars. I think we're done with moon sugars. We may not be done. No, we're not done with till... Hold on. Trying to do stuff. We actually are really close to being done. Did we do of the 8s? I know I've done some of his stuff. Grand Citric, we saw it a month ago. Okay, good. That leaves Hunter's Glade, Arion. Four months ago, we've seen it. Okay. Corundum. We saw that yesterday. X-Horn. It is. This is exciting. We're almost done. I'm really happy about this because it's just been, as much as I've enjoyed it, it's been taking up all of my time. And so it hasn't been, I can't, like, you know, spread the love or anything. All right, X-Horn. Magical Stargate Garden in their Hunter's Glade. Give me a second. I'm going to nom some breads. Little itty bitty bit. I'm trying to hide me. There. You don't get to see me eat. Just a second. My throat was bothering me, so a little piece of bread clears it out. Here I am. Okay. Let's check this out. The wedding cake fountain. Oh, wow. That is a cool way of doing a Stargate, isn't it? People are really going, like, a lot of people who use, like, otherworldly kind of places are really liking to use the Hunter's Glade, which is kind of something I never thought of, but it's not a bad idea. I mean, with the weird sky and everything. So inside here we have a little building, but waterfall coming down. We've hidden the light that makes it look azure. And then water fountains under flowers. We have a dead cat. Come on, dead cat, have something in you. I doubt you will, though. No, nothing in the dead cat. Okay, switching. Hold on. Let's go to a non-human one, shall we? We'll be Zoom cat for a little while. Okay. Oh, you're cool looking. And then we have windows to the outside. Gardening. More waterfalls. We would get getting very wet walking through here. Out into the garden. Really? You should be able to. That's a shame. You know, you could read by the light of the azure flowers, or azure mushroomy things. Got little alien life, alien plants, a pathway, which I am always appreciative of. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that view. Just the way they did that. Debellaing. Really? I wonder what you tried putting in there. Because, I mean, I've hidden things in him. Maybe if you put an item like a chair that has to be seated or something, I'm not sure. But if, like a normal Muppet or something, you could stick something in and he should work. And over the waterfalls we look. I don't want to fall to my death, though. Maybe it's something used. Ah, it's a mud crab. It's gonna kill me. It's beautiful. It's like alien yet pretty. Alien. And a whole house, and here's the view out. This is great, X-Horn. You really made something wild. I love the Stargate in the beginning, too. Alright, we're almost done. Just a few more. And then we never have to do this again. Just kidding. Lena Bear. Let's see if we've seen hers. We've not seen Lena Bear's Hunter's Glade. We're going to see a lot of Hunter's Glades for a little while because... Here we go. The world as we knew it has ended. Another civilization has begun, where humankind has to live on floating islands since the earth is scorched. Natural water source is also contaminated. The Tree of Life provides the only source of potable water and is protected by the tree guardian, who is unfortunately frozen in time as the side effect of a giant hourglass that regulates this realm. He is submerged into earth, and only his hands remain seen. People pray for the tree guardian for its return someday. This will be our last one more pole home that we had not seen prior. So, oh, wow. It's on fire. That's wild, Lena. That's a tower with it on fire, and there's a person in the window. Do you see him now? That's terrifying. Really good, but terrifying. Destruction everywhere. Post-apocalyptic for sure. What's in there? Is that a sneaky? Yeah. So then what we're going to do after this is just some normal houses for a little while. And then we'll get back to the ones that we had seen a couple months ago, maybe. And then, you know, visit those as well. But we'll intersperse them, so it won't just be solid this. I have seen it. I'm happy to go back. You're one of the people that I was going to go back to after seeing all of the ones I hadn't seen before. Unless you've completely redone it. I do have it. Hundings, I saw it. When did I go? I want to make sure you know that I didn't skip you because I don't love you. I had seen your Hundings 2 months ago. So I didn't ignore you because of that. It's just because I had seen it before that I was focusing on the ones that I hadn't seen because Lord knows there were like 99 of them. Uh-oh, I see a problem here. Stabbies can't jump. That's slippery, so I shouldn't be able to get on that, but I should be able to get back here. Okay, good. Unless I'm not supposed to? I'm not supposed to. I think I'm supposed to go through the portal. I'm a dummy. But I absolutely will go back. It's just a question of brains. Oh my god. People just make the most incredible things, don't they? Massive and beautiful. But I definitely will go back. I just need a break from one more poll. Because it's just incessant. Wow. Well, which way to go first? All right, we'll run by the floating rocks. That's pretty. Look at all the colors in the lighting. Got dragons swooping. I wonder what's going on in here. This is where maybe some refugees hide, because it's definitely a post-apocalyptic world, so There's the hands that they were talking about. That's all that remains is the hands. Reminds me a little bit of the heart. Lorcan's heart kind of thing. Like that's all that's left of the god is the hands. Amazing. That alone is just that alone could be a whole build. That's how beautiful that is. Just the hands. Stunning. And then we have a temple over here. And there's the tree of life. Let's get around it. So moon vines and just a lot of really enormous trees. We'll go down to that part last. And here's like a mini tree of life within it. And what they did is they covered the creepy portions of the stained glass, so it's just pretty. And then they have all these like pretty slivers of light. At least some parts of this world were not destroyed in the process, right? Even though it's a post-apocalyptic world. This is lovely, Lena. Really, really, really lovely. And then over here is the fountain section that we skipped because I apparently ran right by it. But Tree of Life. This is stunning, and it's enormous, which is always so impressive. Look, lots of waterfalls as well. I wonder if by Tree of Life they mean Yggdrasil. I always pronounce that wrong, but it could be. It could be another Yggdrasil, or just a different Tree of Life. Amazing, though. Amazing. Yay! Okay, I have a list of people who have been waiting for me to go visit particular homes. So let's see if I can do this in order. Oh, okay. Fiendish. Orc Spit. Did you guys get your money yesterday, Fiendish and Orc Spit? Did I forget to send it to you? Let me know. I'm sorry, I usually do it right as things end. Teeny Tiny Cat. We're supposed to go to her Cold Harbor. Are you on, Teeny? I want to go when she's on. Elvarelia, are you on? Fiendish. Yeah, I need to know if Fiendish is on. Reed, 7960. Are you on? An Endless Winter, are you on? If not, we'll just go to a rando for the first time in forever. Those are all the people I'm waiting to do. I think I have one for Azalea, but I don't know which one it is. One for Thunderin and one for Shenzi that I don't know what it is. I think Azalea's is this one, but we can hold off on it until Azalea's on. I think she was on earlier. If you're still on Azalea, we'll go to your Twin Arches or your Sprocket home. Be nice to see something different for a little while. Hunter's Glade. All right, let's go to your Sprockets home. Why not? We'll do a Hunter's Glade marathon. Why the heck not? It's good that you're on. We can do it together. That's fine. We'll save your Twin Arches for tomorrow. Oh, I'm so glad I'm done. Tomorrow we'll do like 1 or 2 or 3 or something. One more poll previously seen on, but we won't just do that, and it'll be nice to have a break from that. All right, let me undo that and that because we're coming here. All right, guest journal. 700 out of 700. One effect. So we're going down into Sprocket's home. Now is the time on Sprockets when we dance. Beautiful. You've made like a little, you know what this reminds me of? Land of the Lost. A little bit Land of the Losty because we've got the little raptor dude. And the palm trees and the weird rocks and mushrooms. Totally Land of the Lost to me. And then there's Mr. Seal and a portal to the glade. Oh, wow, how pretty. I appreciate that, Trass. I really do. It's so nice to see people using his work. Wow. It's the sunrise. Hi, nice to meet you. The sunrise is very deco. Art deco. Beautiful. Holy schmoly. This is Hunter's Glade for those of you who might just be joining us. Hunter's Glade was for sale. I don't think it is for now, so you may have to wait a whole year to get it. But this is what Azalea has done to her. It's yet another, I think, spaceship. Because look, you've got the sky shards downward like a rocket. Oh, that's fine. Today is DLC day. We have all had our everything reset. All of our skills, all of our CP points, and all of our Mundus stones have been probably Airy. Airy is a friend and another housing person. We've got, I think, little mechanical dudes are taking care of the garden in here and the beautiful edging. But I could be guessing. And then we've got science stuff going on. So we're all trying to figure it out. But most of us... Oh, this isn't my house. This is Azalea Stone's house, who's in the channel. Yeah, Mundus is also reset. You're going to have to reset your Mundus. I don't know what they're making. Maybe cookies? Robot cookies? Oh, that's great. Thank you for the offer. It is fantastic. Yes, that is an admirable thing to do. You just need to finish the quest line, then do, I think, a single, I don't know if it's a trial or a dungeon. I forget. It is. It's fabulous. It's so nice how people have really gone otherworldly with this. Also, I am super impressed with that roof. You made it, like, rounded even though you used square pieces to do it. It's impressive. Oh! That's adorable. If you used EHG in this, you could have a little book, like a family Bible with all the names and dates of each one. Be adorable. All of the different... Oh, look, they're chopping wood and putting it in a container. All the different guys. And of course, a crafting room. Crafting rooms are nice because... Yeah, you could. I wish you could. We all wish you could. We also wish we could have weapons on the walls. We all wish for a lot of things, but what are you gonna do? Waiting for this to chug through. Sorry about the updates. It doesn't usually do that. There's the effect, is filling a bowl with water. It is usually the first thing that people do with effects, is fill a bowl with water because they're frustrated that they can't otherwise. Look at this fancy. It's either a TV or it's a vivarium. I'm not sure. Oh my god, that fireplace. You know, I gotta tell you, they need to put, instead of a giant golden cow, they need a giant golden potato. Right up on top. Gotcha. And then we're cooking more of those, of the sprockets that people eat. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely. All of the machine peoples is eating. This is their home. It's true. And then here we look at the moon. Look at this clean build. How nicely clean that is. Everything's so even and perfectly done. You did a really nice job. Did I miss any of it? Yeah, I've been wondering about that. When we were in Oblivion, specifically when we're in Cold Harbor and we see the moon up close, is that, and when we're here, because this is not a normal realm, is it? Is Hercene realm? Bottom floor of that section. Do we see Jonah and Jode? What moons are we seeing is what I'm curious about. This is like, because we're in a weird, oh, here's where all of their belongings are locked up so no one can take them. That's a resonator. And then here's a bedroom. Is this for where Sothasil stays? Or is that this guy's home? Or possibly that guy's room? I'm not sure. Here's the shower. Little shower over here. And there's the toilet. And there's the sink with a spout. And look, you even have a little cup holder. That's adorable. Hey, John. Yeah, I'm not sure. We will check out your twin arches tomorrow. So yeah, like Sothasil, I guess he's organic, right? Because he's sort of, they have a big old statues to him and everything, so they must love him. Look at this guy zooming up here. He's so cute. He shakes his little leggy. It's adorable. He like stands there and he shakes his little leg. If he waits long enough. It's one of his idle animations. Oh, he didn't do it. He just zoomed away. But he stands there and eventually he shakes his little leg. Yeah, me too. Bye. Could have just shaken your leg for me, but no. Alright, let's go to something small. Breathing stars. Oh wait, no, I have a ton of them saved that I was supposed to go to. Thumper. Well, in the sense of some of the add-ons aren't working. The one that I noticed that was big and not working was the no thank you. All right, Kimmy Mai, I know is okay, so let's go to her Fight Club Ebony Flask. I have had multiple conversations about visiting her home, so I know that's okay. I gotta start asking people again. This is gonna be crazy. I haven't had to in days. A whole week. FCO, if you use it, needs another update. I mean, another library, rather. All right, hold on. Let me turn this off. Now, check this out. This is wild. Look at that. Doesn't that look real? The whole thing? It's true. It's with effects, but it looks so deep, like she's ready to come into the ring and start fighting. It's so well done. Right? It's not. It's just a ring. It's just the ring, the little side bits so you don't get hurt, and the powder for your gloves on the towel, and all this other little stuff. Only 30 items. And then with the effect, it's just beautiful. It's really well done. Beautifully done, Kimmy. I thought this was amazing. When I'm offline, I can. What server are you on, Catjeet? It is amazing. PCNA. Is your name Cat Jeet? And is it your primary? All right, next one. Latham. I got their permission to look at. Pirate Booty Bay, and this is a colossal. It's enormous. Because I'm not going to go too much longer. Uh-oh. It's going to blam. You'll be fine in a second. Cat. It deleted it. Cat, period, nurse that. Thank you. Okay. I will take a look when I'm done. I'm almost, I'm a little bit on the, I'm a little pooped, but we'll just do a couple more and then I was going to call it, and I don't want to not give it a good, oh wow, give it a good, I can't, words, see, words are gone. 674 out of 700. We've got, Latham did tell me that it was okay for me to visit their home. Down we go. I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that Latham does RP. Word, mouth, brain is gone. I think you could do a really amazing floating castle in here, or some other kind of something like what people have been doing in Hunter's Glade. There's this enormous middle space that no one ever uses. But I do think the big draw to this house was, like Latham has done, has always been the ship. The ship was the big draw. A lot of people who wanted to have this area wanted a ship and never got one. Wow, there's a dragon attacking. Let me get over there. There's a dragon attacking the ship, and I just didn't even notice. I do speak Stabby, and so does Cat Jeet. So there we have a dragon attacking. And then, we're practically full. But, you know, in this house, that is really almost meaningless that we're full. Because you can fill this house up in almost no time. And really, it's like, you know, it feels like you've barely put anything inside of it. That's why closing off bits is probably the best. So somebody got the cool ship. I'm jealous. I don't see anything else over here other than the cool ship and of course the windmill. The front of that ship has a mammoth on it. All right. Oh boy. Malakath. So I'm replaying Skyrim, and just yesterday I had the Malakath quest where the guy was like, "You're a pathetic weakling, chief. Go kill this this giant, and I might forgive your group." And then he gets stepped on. Squish. Malakath wasn't very nice to him. He was pathetic, though. Not because he couldn't fight a giant, but because he was always trying to get out of having to do his own work. I'm bad at the game, too. Why do you think I'm the streaming potato? Oh, you might not know I'm the streaming potato, but that's what I call myself. The streaming potato. Because I am so bad at the game. Feel free. I mean, do what you want, but be aware that it comes with its own drama. As does everything, doesn't it? What did they build? Nothing. Okay. I see a snot somewhere. There it is. I don't know why I'm so choppy in here, but I am choppy in here. But here is a tree snot. There's definitely a disease of some sort on that tree. I would stay far, far away from it. That is always a good thing. I have my moments, and then I have other moments where I'm very down to earth. But most of the time, I'm a goofball. I mean, look at you. Look at me. I'm talking to you from a cat face. I mean, I have a sense of humor about myself. So then we have Coral, and it looks like that guy is going to take a portal on the boat. Who doesn't? Cats are the best. Little crafting area / library. Everybody, don't forget, ! potato if you're on PCNA or PCEU. Oh, look at that. That's cool. For 50,000 gold, I give it away every single day. Normally, I'm on much longer than I'm probably going to be on today, but I am a little pooped today. I don't know why. I'm not feeling all together. I don't think so. Or at least not one that Lavam told me. This is not an entry, but Lavam did suggest that I tore it. And there's so much going on in it that you're right. I wish I did know the story behind it, but Lavam, if there is a story behind this, could you please send it to us and I will tell it to people? People are curious. There is stuff going on. So, of course, this isn't usually here. All these walls have been added. Well, not the inner walls, but the outer walls. My uptime is almost 2 hours. 1 hour 45. And then we have more treasure. Lots of treasure. I can't sustain the same amount of time that some people do. Like, there's some people, like, go crazy long, and I just don't have it in me. I like the fires on top of the poles. Those aren't normally there either. This is neat. Lots of statuary, mostly Daedra. I think we have a little Daedra garden over here. This is where you grow your Daedra. Butterflies are free. Yeah, it's rough, but I try to be here every day. I try not to miss it. Try to be at the same time every day, and I try to at least go for a little while, regardless of my health. But there are just some days where no matter what, I can't do it. They're pretty rare though. It hasn't happened yet, luckily. But I have a whole lot that I need to figure out now because I don't know. A lot of people like to build up this particular boat. This is like the last boat that you can build. It's all the way out. But a lot of people like to add stuff to it because it's just so cool. It's one of the better looking boats in the zone. Poof! And this is where you take a bath and hopefully nobody watches you. I wonder, is there you might get RP in here too, I'm not sure. Alright, I'm gonna pull it. So, let's pull the winner. The winner is... Hello, Ditties! Yay! Hello, Ditties. Are you also... Oh, hell... Wait. Why does it say... Oh, no, it had said you entered. I'm sorry. Hello? It's MJ. I misread. I'm sorry. MJ Gamer. I send MG monies. You win. Alright, I'm gonna go. But I will be back tomorrow. And we will have more houses. If you want me to check out your houses, we can do that again. Yay! So I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and enjoy trying to figure this crap out. Because I will. Alright, see you later. Okay, MJ Gamer 2 on EU. You got it. Written down. Lators. Yay, tours.